January 14, 2026, a bombshell headline hits the front pages. The US officially opens the gates, allowing the sale of the H200 superchip to China. The H200, the second most powerful AI monster in the world. It is the golden key to training artificial intelligence models. Nvidia thought they had one big. But hold on, the Trump administration gives nothing for free. Their condition: want to sell? Carve up 25% of revenue as tax immediately. You heard that right, slashing a quarter of the revenue pie. This isn't a tariff. This is a legal mafia-style shakedown. Nvidia's profit chart instantly nosedived. Sales are happening, but margins are paper-thin. A brutal financial chess move by the White House. The US wants to use Nvidia as a sacrificial pawn, controlling rival technology, while simultaneously sucking their financial blood. But they miscalculated. Beijing is not naive. They see this H200 chip not as a gift, but as a Trojan horse loaded with surveillance risks. Immediately, a shadow order went out. Seaports closed. Thousands of H200 chip containers were stopped dead at the border. No buy, no import. Why? Because they realized, if the national AI infrastructure runs on US hardware, their security will forever be held by the short hairs. They decided to cut off that massive cash flow, not letting that 25% tax flow back into US pockets to nurture a rival military. Instead, domestic factories are running at full capacity. Huawei becomes the reluctant hero. The Ascend chip production lines run day and night. And here is the most painful slap for Nvidia. ByteDance, the father of TikTok, their most VIP client, just tore up their contract with the US. Breaking news, ByteDance sealed a $5.7 billion deal to buy AI chips from Huawei. The massive cash tide has turned. Last year, Huawei chips were only 60% as powerful as Nvidia's. This year, the scales have tipped. Quantity is compensating for quality. China is building a great wall of tech. Domestic chips, domestic servers, domestic AI, an impenetrable ecosystem. The Ascend 910C is born. It doesn't need to be the world's most powerful chip. It just needs to be homegrown and safe. Back to Nvidia's CEO, the most powerful man in Silicon Valley is now standing frozen, watching his money burn. Nvidia has officially become a hostage. The US demands cutthroat taxes. China closes the market. They are being crushed between two superpower pincers. Wall Street is trembling. The Nvidia stock ticker is shaking violently. If they lose the billion-person market, the $3 trillion empire could collapse. People are starting to talk about the AI bubble. It's inflating to the extreme. And a single geopolitical needle is enough to pop it. Nvidia broadcasts an SOS signal. They are too big to fail, but also too big to squeeze through this narrow gap. The 2026 chip war has redrawn the world map. We officially enter an era, two worlds, two separate technology systems. Looking into the crystal ball, the future is confrontation. Red robots versus blue robots. Global cooperation is dead. AI networks will develop independently. They will speak to different languages, learn to different ideologies, and never connect. Investors, beware. Don't just look at the rising price chart. Look into the abyss below. The trend can reverse at any moment. It's time to build a financial bunker: gold, data, real assets. Things that hold value when the digital storm hits. And don't forget another risk: energy. Data centers are consuming electricity horribly. Lights are starting to flicker in many places. When you plug in another H200 chip, the grid overloads, sparks fly. We are burning infrastructure to feed AI. In that darkness, the black market reigns supreme. Nvidia chips are now smuggled in dark alleys, more expensive than drugs and diamonds. In Shenzhen, the world's busiest electronics market is now silent. No chips, no goods. The supply chain is broken. Small vendors' profits evaporated. They sit counting pennies. The first victims of this macroeconomic trade war. Ironically, the one solving this problem is AI. Robots now design chips faster and more optimally than humans. They understand microcircuit structures at a level we cannot. The era of machines creating machines has begun. Humans feel like they are playing a chess game they are guaranteed to lose. We created them, but we are losing control. Sam Altman of OpenAI sees this. He doesn't want to depend on Nvidia anymore. He wants to build his own factories, be his own king. Envy spreads. Why pay tribute to Nvidia? The tech giants begin the breakaway race. Elon Musk is not standing on the sidelines with the shy supercomputer. He is building his own empire, going to no one. Their ambition is not just on Earth. They want to put AI chips on Mars, controlling the future of all humanity. Jeff Bezos of Amazon is also quietly building his own server farms. Whose cloud it is makes the rules. They produce chips for themselves. Amazon boxes are now filled with homemade OS chips. No more Nvidia logos. Nvidia suddenly becomes isolated from a monopoly position. They are being ostracized by old clients. The king's lunch is now eaten alone. Pressure weighs heavily on the leader's shoulders. Sweat drips down. Maintaining the throne is much harder than seizing it. The growth chart starts to slide. Nothing goes up forever. Economic gravity is pulling everything back to the ground. Society begins to react. Protests erupt. AI steals jobs. Stop before it's too late. Screams of desperation. But the elite turn a blind eye. They are caught up in the profit race, daring not to look straight at the chaos they created. And don't forget the Taiwan hotspot. The TSMC factory sits right in the eye of the storm. Dark clouds are gathering. Warships loom offshore. That is the most critical island in the world right now. Whoever controls it holds the lifeblood of the entire tech industry. Just one broken link, and the global supply chain snaps. The world returns to the digital stone age. Computer and phone prices will skyrocket. $10,000 for a PC? That could be reality in the near future. Gamers are the first to cry. The blue screen of death without new graphics cards. The virtual world collapses. Anger explodes. People smash machines out of frustration. Technology promised freedom, but delivered dependence and high costs. To salvage the situation, they turn to nuclear power. AI needs energy, and only nuclear can quench this bottomless thirst. We are again holding deadly uranium rods, a risky gamble, trading safety for artificial intelligence. Or sink data centers to the bottom of the sea. Microsoft is testing that. The ocean becomes a giant motherboard. Humans diving among fish and machines, a surreal image of the future. Technology invades even the deepest places. But the Earth's temperature keeps rising. Servers emit terrible heat. We are literally cooking the planet. A polar bear stands on a melting chip-shaped iceberg. A heartbreaking warning from nature that we deliberately ignore. Is there a green solution, or are we forced to plant circuit trees instead of real trees to survive? A new world order is forming, a fragile balance between East and West, between dollar and yuan, between Nvidia and Huawei. From their ivory towers, tech CEOs look down on the glittering but cold cyberpunk city. They also don't know what tomorrow holds. What about you? Buy or sell, greed or fear? The market right now is like a drunk walking a tightrope. The only advice right now, diversify. Don't bet everything on one horse, even if that horse is leading. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. When the basket breaks, you lose everything. Protect your assets before thinking about getting rich. Knowledge is power. Understanding geopolitics is more important than understanding technicalities. That is your best shield. I'm Piggy. I'm not here to give you stock tickers. I'm here to help you see the truth behind the numbers. If you want to know the secrets the tycoons don't want you to know, hit that subscribe button right now. And share this video with friends who are blinded by FOMO. Your sanity is your most valuable asset. Now, grab a slice of pizza and ponder. Is the chip in your computer actually safe? Piggy explains, decoding the world through the lens of money and power. The trap has sprung. Game over, or has it just begun? See you next time.